Hey, this is Jamie from Capsule Computers, and welcome to Play Me Maybe. How things work is simple. I'll try a game I've never played before for about an hour. At the end of the hour, I'll decide if I'd be willing to continue playing this game. Today, we have headliner NoviNews from Unbound Creations. This news adventure sim is available now on Steam. So without further ado, let's get into headliners. Now, I had a little bit of technical issue. It was 100% my fault, so I'm actually recording this again, but we're starting from the start. Okay, so, see here, we've got just like a sea of people just puking their guts out or possibly having diarrhea in front of the Rudy Mart. Okay, what's this? Conspiracy brews among the people. And we've got some like weird trenchcoat guys, the type that your mother probably told you to avoid as children. You are chief curator of National News Channel. You are the headliner. Public opinion rests in your hands. Hey, you, inform us, what was that? I've got a mob of zombie news demanding crowd just chasing me. Alright, let's sign myself up here. We'll continue with the tutorial, I guess. And let's choose a character. Let's go with the very proper suit and tie. And we'll start things off. Okay, so day one. Here we go. Afternoon, Jamie. I've heard good things about you. Hope you find the work at NoviNews adequately challenging. Here's today's list of articles for you to approve or reject. Alright, got it. Excellent. I have high hopes for you, Mr. Dunhalf. Remember, we publish immediately on our network. Be the first to break the news. Each day you will get your daily salary disbursement, subject to change if you incur any penalties. The future of our channel depends on you. I'm about to have my third kid, and those embryo genetic mods ain't cheap. Embryo what? Are you one of them purists? Most of the people in Novistan are genetically modified pre-birth, correcting dysfunctional genes, immunity to common diseases, hell, some even go for better skin tans. I think they meant tones, but okay. It's a harsh world out there and I want my kids to have all the opportunities they can get. Anyways, it shouldn't be an issue if you do your job right. I trust you to make the right calls. Alright. Novistan cannot disregard global influence. For over 100 years, the Union of Dunaby brought us steady streams of cheap goods and skilled laborers. Thanks to Liara's trade agreement, we are able to modify over 63% of our population. Well, it is true. Alright, what is Better Buzz? Indubitably, curious readers must have seen the ads on benches foreshadowing the mysterious Better Buzz. Is it a new sports drink, a juice cleanse, or perhaps just a soda? Either way, I wouldn't buy into the hype. Alright, we can approve that. New wave of genetic drugs. If you thought genetically modifying our food and our own embryos was futuristic, you may be surprised to find numerous over-the-counter pills have been evolved from genetically modified microorganisms. True biological synergy at its finest. I don't see anything wrong with it, so we'll go with that. Alright. Vandalism demands extra vigilance. Recent months have seen a spike in disgraceful graffiti. These armchair political vocalists need to be put behind bars before they ruin the last of our walls. Our police department needs to be more vigilant. Sure, we'll go with that too. Okay, that's our day, so time to go home. Alrighty. Use left, right arrows, but frankly, I've got my mouse and it's working just fine for me. Oh, hey Jamie, clocking out already? I Yes, so that's our international correspondent. I think she was the one who wrote our first article. How was your day? Seems like a fun gig. Glad at least one of us is enjoying the grind. I'm going to stay in, finish writing an extra article for tomorrow. Gotta suck up to the bosses, you know. It's hard enough being a foreigner as it is. Seems like people are feeling more xenophobic these days. So why did you move to Novistan? Money, fame, and some sweet rims. Or something to that effect. Why does anyone move to a richer, bigger country with more opportunities, even if it means putting up with being an outsider? Isn't it ironic that in an age where we modify the genes of our unborn children, we still attach so much value to nationality? Either way, it's not looking good for my work visa. Well, it's good to have you around. You too. Anyway, I should probably head back in. Smoke break is over. I'm sure we'll get to chat more over the next few days. Adios. Alright. Diversity is good, according to this graffiti. People are not feeling very well. Looks like some illness is going around town. Alright, who is this? Hey, bro, just getting off work, I take it? How's it going? We'll go with great. Nice. Proud of you, kid. Stand-up comedy can be super rewarding, too. I've been working on being less shy. I heard it helps to just get in front of strangers and talk to them. So here I am. But to be honest, it still gives me anxiety. There's some new medication that I heard helps with that, but I don't know. NoviNews seems to think it's promising. Well, anyways, at least putting myself in front of these people gives me good feedback about my jokes. Hey, while I got you there, why don't you give me your thoughts? Why doesn't the government put our Prime Minister's name on a stamp? Because everyone would be afraid to lick it. That's not very funny. Cringe. Well, aren't you Mr. Highbrow Humor? Fine. It wasn't my best work. I was just goofing off. Well, thanks for your input. I'll keep on practicing. Good comedy is like a fine dish. The ingredients matter just as much as the preparation. Do you cook much these days, Jamie? We'll say... Yeah, I love cooking. It just tastes so much better, right? I made this awesome curry the other night. I used some of the new genetically engineered spices, stuff you wouldn't find anywhere in the Union. And it just keeps getting better with each day it sits and absorbs the spices. Anyways, I've been here for like 3 hours. Can I ask for a teeny favor? Performing in public is making my stomach a little funky. Could I ask you to just get some antacid from me from the store? It's just a bit further down the street. Sure, why not? Sweet, you're the best, bro. I'll play you back tomorrow. Anyway, I'll just be right here. I'll catch you later, Jamie. Well, we'll see if he actually pays me back. Okay, we got a building coming soon. Meds save lives. Hospital seems like there's a bit of a lineup already. Hello, welcome to Rudy Mart. I'm Rudy, the owner. We're your local convenience mart with a bit of a thrift store goodies to boot. Say, I think I've seen you before. Aren't you the headliner working over at the news station? I follow your columns quite a bit. Always good to be informed. Well, it pays the bills. Oh, I see. It's important to keep your life stable. Take the store. I opened it nearly 2 decades ago with my son. The old guy is all done with school and has a life of his own. But I've got this little lady to help me out. Come on, don't be shy. Oh, she's adorable. Isn't she? Barely 9 and already a smartass. We had to modify her genetic makeup at birth. In-embryo mods were... after birth, rather. In-embryo mods were too expensive at the time. We're still paying off the loans, but it's been hard lately. Our business has been struggling and a new chain store is about to open a few streets down. Hopefully, Novistanians can be convinced to support local folks like me over a big foreign corporation. Look at me, spouting my mouth when all you want to do is shop. Alright, show me what you've got. Anything you'd like? Okay, we'll get the antacids. And we'll just leave it at that. Good to have a little bit of savings around. Especially since we can't always guarantee we're going to get the $50 every day. Alright, here's your antacids. Hey Jamie, thanks again. Is that antacid I see in your hand? Thanks bro, you're a lifesaver. This'll help a lot. Now I can get back to practicing. I'll pay you back tomorrow. Well, back to entertaining the crowds. I'll catch you tomorrow. Alright, off to home. I like the color palette so far. It's got this nice mix of very earthy tones and these clashing neon colors. Works really well with this subtle, I guess not a super detailed comic book like animation style. There was a deeply mentally ill man in the store today. He argued with the cashier about the price of a soft drink, and he almost knocked my hat off, calling it a filthy dog. I guess this is the radio? By the way, last night a woman came to me and tried to modify my genes with pills. It was frightening. Oh, it looks like we got, like, floating drones outside. Okay, yeah, so it is Frank's Talks. It's their little radio show. Beware the epidemic. Okay, so off to bed we are for the night. Day 2, Wednesday. Afternoon. I've seen you've been in favor of the new genetic meds. And I caught the piece supporting our openness to the global scene. Remember, whichever stance we take on these issues, we ought to stick with it. Even silence is a stand in and of itself. Got it. Great. Your standard payment today is $50, or whatever that I guess it's supposed to be the micro sign? Anyways, with all this genetic disease mumbo-jumbo, public health is a hot topic. The government is finalizing the new bill HC42, an ambitious plan to bring nationalized healthcare to all eligible Novastanians. Well, it's about time. Being Canadian, I am all for public health care. Alright. There are some worries about it stifling the already overloaded system. I'll let you make up your mind, but remember, what we say on these matters may sway some big figures. To make it a little bit easier, I've asked the writers to categorize their stories under relevant topics. You'll now see a small icon on the top right of each article. Should make it a bit easier for you. Great, that is helpful. Yes, we're working on streamlining and being more accountable. Have a productive day, and make sure you sanitize your hands often. Guess that is related to the epidemic that is spreading. Alright, staff memo. Dear staff, due to growing illnesses spreading through our beautiful nation of Novastan, we have instituted a new hand sanitizer policy. We have installed new units in all of our bathrooms. Please avail yourself liberally and stay healthy. Best regards, Florian Augustine, NoviNews Human Resources. Can I stamp this? Oh, no. Okay. Alright, Novastan PM Wolf criticizes Liaris. Our Prime Minister condemned Liaris today, which holds a near monopoly on genetic modification technologies in the Union. Wolf called the current trade agreement very bad for Novastan. Seems benign enough. Let's approve this. Better Buzz promises new age of recreational drugs. The Better Buzz hype is finally revealed. What do you get when you synthesize the best part of alcohols and do away with all the hangover-causing toxins? A fantastic new drink. That's what. Okay, well, I guess I might as well just approve that. I wonder if I could actually just... Nope, you got one choice. Oh, sorry, one chance at this. Alright, why private healthcare is better. New genetic medicine promises better results for lower costs, a breakthrough that would have never been possible under the slow and inefficient bureaucracy of our government. By Anna Mueller, the pragmatic skeptic. Seems kind of ridiculous to me. I personally don't think that this corporation has anything to do with the inefficient bureaucracy. Its research is done separately. Anyways, travel across the Union. Union Travel Special Package. Alright, nah. This just seems like I got a little bit of spam here. Man shot on Capitol Square. Young man was killed late last night on Capitol Square, marking worrying trends in gun violence. Numerous witnesses reported an assailant as foreign-looking. How does this foreign-looking have anything to do with the actual thing? No description of his physical body or anything. That's ridiculous. But we'll just push it out. News is news. Alrighty here. Got ourselves a conversation with Evie. Howdy, Jamie. It's hump day, just in time for the boss to start busting my ass. I'm not sure if I'm delivering what they want. Well, there is no single way to win, based on what I can tell of this game so far. I suppose you're right, the different means will yield different results. I guess I'm a bit biased, always being the token minority. Especially with Prime Minister Wolf not exactly the picture of open-mindedness. Anyway, Resolution HC42, huh? How do you feel about it? Well, healthcare is a basic human right. True, but can we trust our government to manage it properly? The big genetic engineering boom happened only after Liaris privatized the whole field and funded all corporate research. A big reason I moved to Novistan was for better treatment options. I just hope the new bill doesn't affect the quality of my care. Well, my condolences. Thanks, it's nothing. Anyway, sorry about bugging you with my problems. Well, I'm here for you. You know what? Let's keep it professional. Yeah, it's probably for the best. Well, I should let you get on with your evening. Have a good one. Better buzz sucks. I see the graffiti problem is still as bad as ever. Alright, do we have anything at the cafe here? Oh, it's our brother Justin. Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should just... Oh, hey, good to see you. How's your day? It's a living. Every day, the same dream, eh? I've been kind of on edge this morning. No real reason, just one of those things. There's that new health care bill they're working on, I've heard. Man, it's been a long time since I've had health insurance. Anyways, did I tell you? I gotta try Better Buzz. It's that new super hyped up pseudo-alcohol. I saw your channel isn't very conclusive about it, but I figure what the heck, I won't lie, it really puts you at ease, just like the real thing. Well, don't get too addicted, buddy. Psh, come on, you're my younger brother, you're the one I should be worried about. Anyways, I've been talking to the manager of the bar down the street. She said they're thinking about hosting some stand-ups soon, so I don't know, there may be some opportunities coming. Well, keep at it. Thanks, bro. I'm glad you support me. Anyways, I'm gonna head out and run some errands, pick up some groceries. Thinking of making a new pasta dish. Maybe a tomato base, a pinch of garlic salt. Okay, I'll stop before we both get hungry. And before I forget, here's your money back for the anti-acid yesterday. Thank you so much. Well, anyways, stay healthy. There's a bug going around. I can hear it make you puke your guts out and mess with your head pretty bad. Catch you later. Okay, so it is puking. Always kind of seems like it's coming vaguely from like the below the chest, so I have no idea if it's coming out from both ends or what. Anyways, we've got a dog here following us around. Hospital lines aren't too bad, and we can now interact with the dog. Woof woof. Hey there, little guy. Want to come along? I have now adopted a dog. I don't even know it's someone else's dog. But I suppose no collar, and we can't check for chips, so that's how it's gonna go. Alright, what is... Oh, what is Better Buzz? Hey, again. It's always nice to see a familiar face, especially the big newsman. I was just browsing your latest articles. I wish there was a bit more focus on putting Novistan first on the global scene. Small local businesses like mine are struggling with all the new foreign megacore. Well, we just report the facts. Of course, I know how important that is in telling the news. I can't blame you for doing your job. I'm just worried about my family's future. Well, at least we've got Prime Minister Wolf looking out for us. We'll just go with I don't have an opinion quite yet. Oh yeah? Given your position, I thought you would have been the most opinionated of all. Maybe I should expand my selection. There's that new Better Buzz drink that people are getting excited about. Oh, sorry about babbling again. You probably just want to shop. Alright, let's see what your wares are. Playing some Happy Pigs on my phone. These games are so addictive, but I can't help how much fun I'm having. Anything you'd like? Alright, let's get some treats, dog bowl, and food for the bowl. Let's see, I got 70 left. You know what, we'll just save the money. We've just blown a lot of cash on this new dog of ours. This adorable little beagle. Okay, let's turn on the radio for the night. My doctor offered me Moodex with a stern warning. Franklin, these pills are genetically engineered. It's all right, doctor, I replied. So am I. Okay, let's get some food in. And let's give our dog the treat. Okay. Here you go, buddy. Here's a treat. What's that? Who's a good dog? Yes, you are. Alright, let's go name this dog. We'll just go with the 3. Frankly, I've never been a fan of this huge doggo human baby talk thing with dogs. I've always felt just kind of forced, so we're going to give this dog a proper name. You know what? I always name my video game dogs Alfie, so we'll just stick with that. The dog is potty trained because we're going to be away at work, neutered because we really don't need more puppies just randomly getting out there. I'm all for dog adoption, modified to eat chocolate. That seems like it would fit for a purebred dog, but let's just go with that and say, well, the dog does look like a purebred beagle, so we'll go with that. Okay, we have now registered our dog according to government regulations, and we'll just call it a night. Day 3, Thursday. Afternoon. Your standard payment today is $50. I didn't get fined. Excellent. Keep it up. Big issue today. Prime Minister Wolf is giving an official telecast tonight. No doubt he has heard of our channel. We may want to be careful with what we say. Oh, and with the big vote on the National Healthcare Bill, there's a lot of noise we can capitalize on. I'm going to try to be unbiased as we can with each story so far. I admire your holistic approach, but we should really stick to consistent message and foster an angle. Oh, and regarding this new Better Buzz drink, Drinkcore has expressed their keen interest in our paper, so don't badmouth their products. We could always use the extra funding. Good day. I really like that guy's outfit. Anyways, a buzz day will keep the doctor away. The benefits of fermented grapes have been known for decades, but with a new wave of synthetic substances, can even pack in more antioxidants than traditional drinks. That just seems like an advertisement posing as an article, so we'll get rid of that. Genetic plague calls for nationalized healthcare. Novistan can no longer disregard the growing epidemic tied to the modified human DNA. If our nation wishes to embrace such technology, it must also provide each citizen with an adequate safety net. Yeah, that makes sense. Seems like we're not really getting so much just pure news here, but also like news and columns, which are two completely separate things. One is assumed to be rather opinionated openly, and the other is, well, I guess this game is making people ask if it really is just delivering the facts or delivering opinion and facts with a bias. Anyways, Novistan needs a diplomatic leader. Difficult times called for a balanced negotiator. Hopefully, Wolf's telecast shows due respect for the Liaris trade agreement, which both nations honored for almost 2 centuries. Versus Novistan needs a firm leader. Our nation can no longer be at the mercy of the Liarsian modifications industry. PM Wolf must take a hard stance on the Liaris trade agreement in his telecast later tonight. And you know what, we'll just give a balanced approach to this and just approve both. Stop the damn drones. Public safety groups are raising concerns over recently dispatched policing drones. The little machines are not only obtrusive, but hugely unnerving. The people of Novistan should not stand for this. We'll approve that too. And we'll call it a day. So far, I really like these loading screens. They're a little cheeky, and the game is loading rather quick, even on a hard drive. Alright, buzz, buzz, buzz. Better Buzz tastes... Alright. Got it. Healthcare is a basic human right. The graffiti has not improved still. And we've got the telecast. Okay, so it looks like he is demanding balance through strong Novist negotiation by putting Novistan first. visit the pub? Oh, hey, Jamie. How's your day? Same old, same old. Something wrong? No, nothing in particular, just thinking about some stuff. When I first quit school, it felt like I had so many opportunities ahead of me. And I've been taking them. I've traveled, I worked the odd job, I've pursued my dream of comedy, but it never feels... Anyways, I'm just ranting now. Maybe I need a professional rant buddy. But I was thinking, if that new healthcare resolution passes, I might qualify to see a therapist about some of this stuff. Well, that is a therapist, a professional rant buddy. Okay, I mean, it's gotta be worth a shot, right? But hey, I've got a joke for you. Why do pens get sent to prison? To do long sentences. That is really corny, but kinda cute in an adorable way. Okay, we'll compliment him this time. I've been reading about the news about the police and crime this morning, so it made me think of that. Oh, guess what? I spoke with the bar owner again, the one wanting to do an open mic night. I might actually get my first gig. He seemed to like my jokes, and I'm feeling pretty excited. With all the hubbub around Wolf and Liaris, I wonder if that would be a good topic to get attention. Either way, I'll keep you posted. You should stop by, bring a date. Anyway, is any luck lately? Nope. Anyways, I feel you there. I've seen you chatting up some cute coworkers. You should throw in some flirty compliments here or there. Or steal one of my best jokes. I wouldn't blame you. They've been not very good so far, Justin. I've had my eye on someone as well, but it's too early to tell. Mom would have wanted grandkids. You know that's on you. Well, anyways, I should probably let you go. This place started serving better buzz. Care for a quick farewell shot? And no, I've got to feed the dog. Fine, but you've got to try the fish and chips they serve here sometime. They have perfectly crusted exterior with the softest inside, and so buttery. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Catch you later. Man, fish and chips sounds good right now. Unfortunately, where I live, the fish and chips is okay, but not great. Oh, hey, look, the Dunabai is open now. Anyways, fish and chips isn't that great, so man, the sound of good fish and chips sounds so good right now. Okay, creepy weird conspiracy guy. Greeting, headliner. Do you think the sickness taking over Novistan is a mere accident? Is the guy beside me puking his guts out? Don't know, don't care. You know what, let's just say it's a really bad flu. A bad flu keeps you in bed for a week, but this will lead to innocent lives lost. Epidemic spreads fear, and fear can be a powerful weapon. We will reach out when we have more details. In the meantime, stay vigilant, headliner. Alright, time to pick up stuff from Rudy Mart. Howdy, good to see you again. Did you catch the Prime Minister's telecast earlier? Pretty powerful stuff, huh? Well, he's, something. He may be a bit unconventional, I suppose. Isn't that right, Pumpkin? Oh, hey, she's finally said something. Aw, she's a little shy. To be frank, I'm a little worried about her future. How so? I've been doing some math. Between rent hikes and her schooling, it's looking rough, and Dunabai, the big international shopping center, just opened next door. I haven't caught much about any national issues in your paper. Maybe the public could use a little nudge to be more skeptical of these foreign entities. Guess I have to make a choice here. We'll just say we need to be open with the world for now. I suppose you're right. Maybe I'm just old and out of touch dinosaur. Well, I'll let you get back to shopping. Anything you'd like. Okay, so we had enough dog food, so we'll go with a treat. And let's go with a recliner. That'd be comfy, and that leaves me a little bit of savings. And then off to home. Okay, so let's go with the radio. Seems like genetic engineering is coming from Liaris. Let's check the food bowl. Yeah, good for a day or two. And the puppy? Here you go, have a treat, buddy. It's kind of weird that they leave it as dog, not the name that you input it. What's that? Yes, I feel it too. Something's on the horizon and it doesn't sound good. Diplomacy, police logo, and President Wolf. Or Prime Minister Wolf, rather. Phew, I'm beaten. Alright, let's head off to bed for the night and call it a day. Day 4, Friday. Headliner. Did I just see you leave the bathroom without sanitizing your hands? What do you mean? I always sanitize. Good. You'll be a model employee yet. Faulty genetic modes, a regular superbug, whatever this big epidemic is, I don't want my staff getting sick. The, these 2D graphics, the portraits for people, portraits, that's a word, reminds me a lot of Phoenix Wright. I've got a feeling that something bad is brewing, but we could really use a big story right now. In any case, your standard daily payment is $50. Don't spend it all at once. The government is about to vote on that big healthcare bill, last chance to sway the public. Between that and the whole Wolf-Liaris deal, it's a really busy issue. We've got some stories contesting for the same spot that needs to be filled, so if you see 2 stories stapled together, you must approve one of them. The other will be rejected automatically. Do your best, headliner. Oh, and one more thing. I'd like to read more about Better Buzz. You might have heard some unpleasant rumors about it. Disregard them. I assure you they are nonsense, lightly started by some anti-progressive abolitionists. Wow, you're not doing any effort to hide your view on this. You should try it sometime. It has a nice mellow bite. Okay. Wolf inspires critical thinking, or Wolf raises red flags. Okay, so it says, after last night's telecast, some members of the cabinet worry Wolf could be sowing doubt against our long-established ally, leading to undeserved suspicion of the technology. Alternatively, we can go with, in phenomenal show of strength last night, Prime Minister Wolf cast doubt on Liaris' monopoly of genetic technology. Could our partner be meddling with the mods they send us? That seems a little paranoid. I like how we have just a very plain foreign correspondent as the, I think they call it the byline, and clear-headed editor for this other guy. Anyways, we'll go with the red flags for now. Okay, healthcare for all is a nightmare. Sick Novastanians are nervous. With Bill HC42 on the ballot, the future of quality care and life-saving medication is uncertain. Rapid pill shortages and increased wait times are expected under the new plan. Alternatively, with the Senate's vote on Amendment HC42 tonight, people of Novastan are holding their breath, especially the disenfranchised who have been systematically denied coverage for pre-existing conditions and unaffordable prices. Alright, let's continue on supporting this healthcare motion and hopefully get this passed. Okay, brutal mugging in quiet neighborhood. Elderly woman was beaten so severely this morning while accessing an ATM she was left on life support. Novi PD reported this afternoon. CCTV photographs of the attacker describe him as a 34-year-old Novastanian. That's a pretty dry and plain article, so I don't see any reason to get rid of it. Could Better Buzz be a superfood? Preliminary studies show that the new synthetic alcohol contains powerful antioxidants that help lower the risk of heart disease and obesity. One more reason to imbibe responsibly. The scientific article is so vague. That's getting trashed. Jamie, roses are red, violets are blue, you control the news, and they control you. I think that pretty much sets the tone for this game so far. Alright, it's time to call it a day. All my hard efforts of like 3 minutes of news editing. Alright, what are we up to tonight? Exam problems, healthcare bill. Okay, what is this guy up to? Excuse me, could you spare $10 so I can get some food? Alright, here you go, buddy. Thank you, thank you. It's so rough getting back on your feet. I was in school, studying mechanical engineering, getting drunk with my flatmates on weekends. I even had a girlfriend. Just a normal life, you know. Okay, so what happened, buddy? My family never was well off, but I had some scholarships and loans in school. I worked a part-time job, and for a while, things were manageable. But then I got sick. My university insurance refused to cover the necessary procedure, only generic brand drugs. I couldn't focus, I couldn't study, and my grades suffered. I had to drop out. By then, I already had 2 years worth of loans on my name. Isn't it ironic you end up in a hole of paying for an education you never fully received, and then Well, that's a story for another day. Maybe I'll see you again. Poor guy. Alright. No, it looks like Evie is having a drink at the cafe. Oh, hello. Just getting off work, I take it? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to take my mind off things. Well, probably I should get going soon. Crashing early tonight. I've got to check up at the hospital tomorrow morning. Hope that epidemic doesn't get in the way. No. What's wrong? I was modified as an infant. It was much riskier at that point, but my parents couldn't save up enough before then. I was worried that... Never mind, we should keep it professional. Hopefully these new experimental genetic drugs can finally help. If nationalized healthcare plan doesn't cause shortages. Anyways, thanks for chatting. Have a good night, Jamie. Alright, calling that a night then. Oh no, we gotta get some stuff for the dog. Vote for wolf care. Stop off the pub. Hey Jamie, you missed your happy hour. Bummer. Maybe you should quit your job to make more time for coming to the bar. I can see a promising career in extravagant alcohol consumption, Mr. Boozliner. Anyway, I wanted to ask you something. The past few days have been a bit draining. I mean, good exercise and confidence and all. I could use a bit of a break from my headspace. And my roommate. And you have a bigger kitchen. So, yes, you can stay over for the weekend. Heck yeah, thanks bro. I'll be sure to reward your highness with a delicious feast or two. By the way, the comedy show is now definitely happening next week at the bar. It'll be my first real debut. Alright, you'll do great. Aw, thanks. I'm pretty excited. You encouraged me to go this far. I just hope I don't clam up in front of a big crowd. People could use some more comedy these days. Lots of big things are coming. Oh, like that big healthcare vote. Isn't that happening tonight? I got a good feeling about it. Man, I could get all sorts of checkups if I had insurance. Anyways, I should head out. I left a stew in my slow cooker. Gotta pick up a few things at that new Dunabai. Thinking about the finishing touches. Tomato or cream base? For a stew? I think tomato is a better idea. You know, as a pasta, it'd be a little bit different, but a creamy stew? I don't like the sound of that. Anyways, tomato it is. Thanks for your input. I'll let you go now. Have a good one. Wow, this graffiti is just getting worse. 50% off sale at the Dunabai. And I can't even get in. Alright, I guess it's back to Rudy Mart for me. The hospital lines are, like, non-existent today. And creepy conspiracy dude says they are not insane. Okay. Curse you, why won't you? Oh, sorry, I was just playing some Happy Pigs. Game may be called Happy Pigs, but it's not making you happy. Anyways, I thought I heard some hubbub outside. Didn't quite catch it. I mean, I've been in the zone, if you know what I mean. I came this close to catching a rare ember pig. How's your day going? It's going. Well, I suppose that's something. Isn't that right, sweetie? I saw bad people outside. No, sugar. Those are our customers. I was actually chatting with some folks about the Dunabai store opening yesterday. They had a huge crowd on the first day already. With all that pre-globalization talk, people are lining up for these cheap imports. It's going to be tough for a little family business. Say, can I get your opinion on something? Sure, why not? You're probably the person to ask how people might feel about controversial topics. I was considering selling this new synthetic alcohol Better Buzz. Wondering if that's a good idea or if I might face some backlash. What do you think? Well, it'll bring some extra money, so I guess we'll just say you should sell it. I think you're right. I gotta stay ahead of the curve. Thank you for your advice. Well, let me know if you need anything. I'll be here hunting for that darned ember pig. I promised my little girl I'd catch it for her. I'd be a terrible father if I let her down. Anything you'd like? Okay, let's get our doggy some treats, and... Oh, I'm kind of short on cash, so we'll just go with a bedside shelf, I guess. Storage is always handy. What is going on over here? Of course, the convenient mood lighting for this. And applause. What the heck, people? Okay, well, I guess let's just call it a day. 6 people has jumped off a roof in unison. Is this what the genetic epidemic leads people to do? Okay, still got food for another day. Just give our puppy his daily treat. He's gonna get really fat like this, but hey, we're just spoiling him. What's that? You're right, Elfie. This is what happens when people are pushed to the edge, and there's no one to listen. Let's see. Oh, hey, there's our new shelf. Okay, time to call it a night, and start on to day 5, Saturday. Day 5, got it. Lord, that incident yesterday. The genetic plague has led to unstable behavior before, but not like this. 6 people ended their lives, just like that. Like it was nothing, like... Sorry, when I was younger, my sister, Sorry, we should keep it professional. One way or another, we have a job to do. People were already on edge, but this is going to shake our nation. Everyone will be looking to our broadcast tonight for answers. Well, we need to be honest. Is the truth always the best option if it leads to worry and chaos? Regardless, people need an answer, something to pin the blame on, something to make them feel safer. Nothing is scarier than the unknown. What we publish, our readers will believe. We control the news. We control the truth. I hope you make the right calls, headliner. Oh, and your payment today is $50. Good day. Alright, Liarsian mods to blame for suicide. 6 souls... 6? Was it 6? Yes, it was 6. 6 souls dead in a shocking mass suicide. All 6 bearing embryo mods tracked back to the same manufacturer in Liaris. As the epidemic of mental illness and erratic behavior sweeps Novistan, we can no longer stand by foreign meddling. Last night, 6 individuals ended their lives in desperation, a shocking example of epidemic irrational behavior spreading through Novistan. While biopsies are still incomplete, evidence suggests genetic medication might trigger an extreme manic episode. Well, I don't think we can say really which one happened, but... let's see. Biopsies incomplete. We'll just go with the genetic... We'll go with the genetic mods for now. Alright, attempted robbery leaves 1 dead. Foreign-looking male with a thick Liaresian accent entered Quick Mart last night, threatening patrons with a knife... with an unidentified weapon. Brief struggle led to fatal injury. Novi PD is investigating. I mean, what the heck is foreign-looking supposed to be? Anyways, National Healthcare Bill passes. Well, that's pretty much just breaking news and can go straight ahead. We'll call that a day, and we are off to see the world again. Okay, punch terrorists. Vote for wolf care. Tragedy has shook our nation due to Liaresian mods. We must respond with strident sanctions. We must hold Liaris accountable. You can see some resistance graffiti going up. It's just graffiti issues are just getting worse, I see. Whoa, the Dunobai's on fire. Yes, that is... Wow. That was quick. I didn't expect one article to do this much damage. Alright. Creepy conspiracy guy. Greetings, headliner. The incident last night was no accident. Liaris makes for a convenient scapegoat, but there are greater forces at play. There will be a special article in your batch tomorrow. Publish it. What are you talking about? This is not the time for questions? Yeah, I think it is. You've got this mysterious dude telling me to publish an article. Alright, this is time for actions. Do the right thing, headliner. The people must know. Okay, time to stop off for treats at the Rudy Mart. Probably should buy some food for the dog, too. My goodness, have you seen? Dunabai is up in flames. Oh, well, bet he's happy. Well, I'd be a liar if I didn't admit part of me is hopeful for more business now, but it's still not right. I guess all that suspicion about foreigners meddling with our mods really put people over the edge. Sorry, I'm still a bit shaken about the suicides. And right outside my store, too. Faulty mods from the artist messing with people's heads. 5 lives. No, it was 6. Gone just like that. Ugh, I don't even want to think about it. Well, I'll just let you get on with your shopping. Anything you'd like? Okay. Oh, he is selling Better Buzz. Okay. Dog food, dog treats, and we'll call that a day. Because my brother is cooking food tonight. Hey bro, you just came in time for food. I made the Big O's following Grandma's recipes, and it's been steeping for the past 4 hours. I don't know what Big O's are, but if anyone actually knows what dish that is, I would love to find out. Anyways, the cabbage should be have soaked up all the sausage and spices by now. That actually sounds delicious. Alright, I'm starving. Let's grab a bowl and chat as we eat. Oh, by the way, thanks for letting me crash. I'll be out on Sunday, no worries. It's been helping me focus, and I've been writing my butt off coming up with stuff for the comedy show. I'm feeling really pumped. But hey, you're coming, right? Of course. Sweet, you're awesome, bro. But man, that whole incident on the roof yesterday, I just saw your channel was quick to pin the blame on the artist tampering with our mods. I guess it's easier to blame something than to have a real conversation. What do you think about those 7 jumpers, Jamie? Wow, it seems like no... Well, I suppose the number is kind of hard to remember. Anyways, let's say they weren't thinking clearly. Oh yeah, under the influence of some weird drugs? I don't know, sometimes. Sometimes I can relate to why someone might just want to end it all. Well, what's wrong? I don't know. I mean, on paper, everything is going well, but somehow I just feel shitty all the time. Today, while you were gone, all I wanted to do was sit down and write. But I just hated it. I hated writing, I hated not writing, I hated playing with your dog. I don't even think it matters what I do anymore. Everything just feels like shit. Well, sounds like depression to me. Anyways, you know what? We'll go, this too shall pass. I used to believe that. And here we are 7 years later. Everything was great growing up, but somewhere along the lines, things I enjoyed just slowly stopped being enjoyable, and I tried new things, hobbies, travels, adventures, until gradually I just ran out of things to try. And you know what the cherry on top of the crap cake is? People don't see you as sick enough? Bingo. I looked at the pamphlets or even some meds before, and every time I asked someone about it, they're shocked such a well-adjusted and hardworking guy could ever need help. Anyway, enough of my whining. It's time for a change. I've been too afraid to check the news yet, but I decided that if this new healthcare bill passes, I'm going into therapy. Well, good. Let's say I've actually been seeing someone too. Oh really? Wow, thanks. That makes me feel a bit less like a weirdo. Although I think I've been talking to my dog. Anyways, what's new with you? Any hot dates lately? Nope. Ah, sorry, you're not the only one who's been having some bad luck. Well, all you can do is be yourself and hope for the best. Or there's no luck, it's about how you put yourself out there. We'll go with that. Oh, I suppose. I guess I gotta work on my presentation, huh? All about those first impressions. Anyways, you're probably tired of the serious talk after the whole day. I'll let you crash and brainstorm some new ideas. I got some Better Buzz on the way. Feel free to have some. I'm good now. Maybe later if the mood strikes. Don't worry about the dishes. I'll do them later. Oh, and I fed the dog and petted it to hell, so should be happy, little pup. Now, time to get back to writing. Have a good night. Okay, time to give our dog his nightly treat. You look happy. Hey there, buddy. Here's a treat for you. Oh, such a good puppy. What's that? Well, we had to pin the blame on something. It's the right thing to do, right? Nova Stand's finest, Better Buzz. Holy crap, you can still see the fire from here. Alright, let's check the food. Still good. And off to bed. Greetings, Mr. Dunhoff. We got a letter from the Nova Stand Department of Information. They're keeping an eye on our publication. We need the facts before we report them. Nobody cares about real facts anymore, only what the status quo believes in. Your standard payment is $50. One more thing. Today we have a bit of an empty issue, extra space to fill. You must approve at least 2 articles. I left a note on your desk. Hope it helps. Any stapled articles do not count towards a quota, so so you don't have to worry about those. Have a Oh, Miss Rivera called in sick today, but hasn't checked in. I've seen you two chatting a bit after work. Maybe you should check in on her at the hospital. Good day. Okay, 2 approvals. Liara's sanctions would hurt us more. Despite nationalistic claims, imposing sanctions on Liaris over dubious violations would actually hurt our economy more, especially hitting hard, low-income citizens. Growing pill dependence. As our genetically modified society happily turns to genetic drugs, our dependence grows with them. Over 37% of adults claim that they can no longer function without their drug of choice. Worrying trends in the year to come. Alright, let's approve that. The Liara sanctions, we'll approve that. We need to fill space anyways. Better buzz perpetuates addiction. Addiction is as much a chemical as psychological. Switching to a safer substance only gives us an excuse to keep indulging in our habits. Don't be fooled by the clever slogans. Well, it's true, so we'll just approve that. And the truth behind the genetic illnesses. Oh, okay, crazy conspiracy guy. The sickness spreading through Novistan is not natural. The suicides are no accident. Genetic markers indicate the disease is engineered by man. It's time for you to ask who is pulling the strings. We'll just approve everything from the desk and make it a lazy Sunday. Okay, so first off, we need to stop off at the hospital. Oh, chat with the homeless guy first. Hello, can you spare a tenner for food? Here you go. Oh, thank you. Where was I? Ah, yes, fresh college dropout with an ailing leg and barely any cash. I worked a few odd jobs here or there, barista at Dunabucks, construction worker down south. I could only afford to pay the interest on my loans, so I was stuck in perpetual debt. Until the rates went up, and, well, here I am 3 years later with no cash, no education, and no credit score. Sorry, anything I can do for you, buddy? You already paid for my dinner today, so that's more than most. I'm working on getting my feet back on the ground, eventually. Thanks for stopping to listen to me and help. And by the way, my name is Henry. I hope to see you again. It means a lot not to be forgotten. Alright, time to stop off at the hospital. Looks like we got some drug shortages happening. Dunabai is still closed. Wow, the hospital line is getting brutal. Oh, hi, nice to see you. I lost my whole damn day waiting in line for my checkup. The new nationalized healthcare was fast-tracked, so everyone's rushing to see doctors and get their meds. Either way, I finally have my diagnosis. I have MRS, modification rejection sickness. My body is rejecting all my modified cells and attacking them like an autoimmune disease. Was it treatable? I have some options. Thankfully, there's medication that I can take to make it bearable. What would really make a difference, the high-end stuff tends to be really pricey. But if I can keep my current salary at NoviNews, I can at least get some decent meds. Oh, I caught a piece off our latest broadcast, something about a plague being engineered. I'm not a big conspiracy nut, but what if this has to do with my health issues? Anyways, I have a lot to think about. Thanks for stopping by. Night. Got some protesters. I guess I've triggered that. Time for some treats for my dog and see what else. Howdy again, neighborhood headliner. Hope you're having a good week. I still can't get over the Dunabai fire. What did they come after me next? The police have been coming here asking all sorts of questions. Not even Better Buzz made a dent in my margin. Doesn't seem terribly popular among people. Hope the sales start picking up soon. Well, I tell you, running your own business is never easy peasy. Well, unfortunately, it's survival of the fittest. It is brutal, being a small fish in an ever-expanding ocean, but people don't make decisions in a vacuum. The right message at the right time can have a profound consequence. I met my wife that way, in fact. Nearly 20 years ago, I was walking down the street when somebody angrily yells my name. Rudy! I turn around and I see this gorgeous woman. When I asked what she wanted, it turns out she was saying broody. But if it wasn't for that little misunderstanding... Well, that's amazing for you. Funny how our entire life can be shaped by a split-second moment. Then you wonder about all the infinite possibilities. Well, enough out of this sappy old man. Guess what happens when you've been a dad for a few years? Speaking of families, you have a brother, don't you? He stopped by the other day. He was loitering around the drinks and snacks for over a half hour. He finally left without buying anything. He just seemed a little lost, I guess. It's none of my business, but I just thought you should know. Family should stick together. But at least he wasn't one of those crazies coming in and babbling about some disease conspiracy. What nonsense. Anyways, thanks for hearing me out. I'll let you shop. Anything you like? Okay, more treats, and let's buy a corkboard to decorate. Oh, potted plant sounds nice. We'll go with the potted plant. Okay. Luckily, no one jumping off buildings this time, it looks like. Pardon me, you are Mr. Donhoff, aren't you? Big fan of your work at NoviNews. Tell me, how do you feel about the current government? It's doing what's necessary. Oh yes, I'm glad we see eye to eye. We've seen the NoviNews is not exactly supportive. Turbulent time calls for Novistan to unite. People need to have faith in their leaders. We wish you would reconsider your stance on your channel. Why should I listen to you? I am but a tiny voice of reason, that's all. Yeah, a voice that perhaps has heard a thing or two. It'd be unfortunate if drastic measures had to be taken, but I'm sure you're a wise man. Good day, headliner. Really do not take well to this threat. Alrighty, time to feed the dog. What's that? Oh yeah, you think Justin really has what it takes? I think so too. He's going to do great. Okay, we still got enough food. Oh hey, guess what? I qualified for my first therapy session under the new healthcare plan. Anyways, I've been so worried about the healthcare debate in my comedy show, I've been out of the loop on other news. I saw our PM giving some telecasts and people talking. What's going on? Let's go with Liaris is getting cocky and dangerous. Oh yeah? They got all the countries paying attention after they pioneered genetic tech. Guess Novistan is stepping up to confront them. Huh, the news doesn't seem very supportive of our leaders. What do you really think of Prime Minister Wolf? Let's go with mods racing faulty genes. It's surprising he's even alive. I suppose that's a fair assessment. I've already seen people taking to the streets. Things seem to be getting a bit crazy. What a time to be alive, eh? Well, let's say, considering the fire, it's a train wreck we can't look away from. And we are the passengers, but at least we got front row seats. Anyways, thanks for indulging me. Good to stay informed if I want to be relevant. My show's scheduled for Tuesday. Still so much prep to do. But I bet you had your fair share of worries with all the news and pressures. It is stressful trying to make some unbiased decisions, especially when I got that weird guy threatening me and crazy conspiracy guys stopping me every couple of days. Anyways, oh really, I can see why. What you say can really change what people think and shape the streets of our city. Man, how do you cope with all the responsibility? I guess I can relate just a wee bit. My comedy shtick, always putting yourself in front of others, being independent, yet also dependent on everyone's opinions. It can be really soul-crushing at times. I always gotta pretend I'm the happy-go-lucky comedian, but I'm glad at least I could talk to you about it. Thanks for listening to my rant last night. Oh, but I have my first appointment tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous, but it can't hurt, right? Maybe my problems really are the genetic sickness that's going around, genetic blues or something like that. I hear it can really mess up with your brain chemistry. And yeah, considering 6 people just jumped off a roof. Anyways, the articles in your paper about it, I heard all sorts of theories, from big pharma to drones spraying us while we sleep. Whatever it is, it's definitely unsettling. Anyways, I really should finish the first draft of my lineup tonight, so I'll let you go. Some guy at the bar was suggesting I try Better Buzz to help my creativity. I was like, thanks bro, I got crayons to help my creativity. Really though, I should get some crayons. Oh, and I'll be out tomorrow morning, so thanks again for letting me stay. It was a lifesaver. I wonder if this means he'll do a better comedy show. Anyways, so that's our hour. Would I continue playing this game? Absolutely. This game reminds me a lot of Papers, Please, which personally was really fantastic. I like how this game is taking a very contemporary issue and kind of questioning it and making people think critically about the news and how it's produced and what the news is currently trying to say. The controls are decent, and the graphics, I like the style quite a bit. The sound so far has been spot on. The writing has been pretty good so far, so I would be more than happy to put in another hour, and I think anyone who liked Papers, Please is going to be a huge fan of Headliner. So that's it for me today. I hope to see you soon. This is Jamie from Capsule Computers signing off.